Hey, hey, OC, the Oil Collective community. Or no, I'm in Golden Girls. There's that. Okay. Someone please tell me I'm in Golden Girls. All right. My name is Tara Hamilton. Good morning. For those of you who don't know me, I'm kind of an introvert, and I love talking one-on-one over coffee and wine. So you don't see me around these social media parts much. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. First, and most importantly, I have notes because my ability to form a complete sentence is totally lacking right now. Our fourth and seriously adorable daughter entered the scene about 7 months ago, and I really haven't slept since. So there's that. So for those of you who don't know me, I am a currently practicing nurse practitioner. Some of you might not know what that is. I have my master's degree in nursing. That's what that means. And I function within a physician-type role in my practice. I can diagnose, cure, and treat people because I've been trained to do so. But I do not do that in the essential oil world. And I'm not here to do that today. I'm simply here to tell you what my research-loving heart has discovered. And the fun part is I get to read the facts and research through my nurse practitioning lens. So I can actually understand the validity behind what's out there. I could talk about p-values all day, but I'm not going to do that either because it would put you to sleep faster than cedar wood. So let's do this. Everyone get out your stress away and apply it liberally. I'm going to apply valor because big crowds and introvert problems. Okay, take several deep breaths, everybody. Everyone is going to be okay. We're going to talk about something that's recently been circulating around these parts. Now, I did not read the specific claim myself, nor can I find it anywhere on the internet, which makes me question the validity a little bit, but I'll do my best with what I know. The post I read is this. I had a Facebook friend who recently signed up with one of the big MLM companies that claims only their essential oils are safe for ingestion. And over the past couple of months, has been posting about ingesting essential oils and giving them to her small children. Well, guess who's an organ failure? End of post. First and most importantly, I hope they get to the root cause of what caused this for this particular person. And I hope that she heals quickly and completely. And we do not know many of the important facts that will help us tease out the validity of this claim. It is important to know what she was ingesting, how much she was ingesting. There are so many aspects in her health history that we cannot even begin to know about that could have led to organ failure. There are so many reasons, aside from essential oils, as to why someone can experience organ failure. And I have a hard time believing that this was due to responsible essential oil use. There's that. Enough about what I don't know. I'm going to be talking about what I do know with my time here. Okay. Available advice from educated sources on the ingestion of essential oils ranges from extreme to very conservative. I have personally found a healthy balance between the two extremes for my own personal use and within my family. I will tell you this, though. One death in the past 5 years reported to the American Association of Poison Control was for ingesting an unprecedented amounts of eucalyptus in one sitting. One. Okay? There are over 100,000 deaths related to prescription drug use each year. There's that. Just throwing it out there. Anytime you put something in your body, you're going to have a reaction. Whether it's a positive reaction or a negative reaction depends on what you're doing. We do know that eucalyptus, because of its 1,8-cineol component, and peppermint, because of the methanol constituent in there, need to be used with caution and understanding. You will need to educate yourself before you apply these oils to your children, and you should never do this in high amounts, even on yourself. If you ingest 3 15 ml bottles of the most dangerous essential oils, you are going to have an issue because even water can kill people in high amounts. I mean, there's nothing more pure out there than water, right? There was also a recent claim, and this is a real one, of someone applying bergamot before jumping in a tanning bed. We do know that bergamot is photosensitive. All citrus oils are. And if you apply them before you go out in the sun or in a tanning bed, anything that has UVA or UVB rays, your skin is going to be susceptible to being burned by those rays. It's a known fact, right? So, essential oils are something to be respected and used wisely through the lens of education. They're very potent, which means they can work effectively in very small doses. I will say that through my research, I've decided I will stick only to the ingestion of Ningxia Red. In my kiddos specifically, I ingest essential oils myself responsibly. I will stick to Ningxia Red in my kiddos, which has a small amount of essential oils in the Ningxia Red itself, until my kids are 6. And even after that milestone, stick to very conservative oral dosing of essential oils in my babies until they're over 12. This is because there's simply not enough research out there for me to make an informed decision. Kids' bodies function very differently than an adult body. So what's safe for an adult is not always recommended for a child. That's the nature of how our human bodies were created, right? They're just different, kids and adults. And anyways, there's not a ton of research done on healthy, typical kiddos in any area of medicine. So there's that too. I will also say that I choose to ingest essential oils with a carrier oil. My main reason for this lies on the absorption side of the coin, but it's recommended that you do so for many other reasons as well, and only you can make that decision. So all this to say, education and following recommendations straight from the source who is providing the essential oil can solve a majority of these reported side effects, right? As I said, I don't know the context of the claim, as I did not see it, but I do know that when you ingest an oil responsibly within the context of the recommendations and research, I'm going to say this 800 times, y'all, essential oils can be extremely beneficial, okay? Some of the more conservative reports I have found have included a mild liver toxicity when ingesting essential oils. This was found when ingesting higher amounts than a recommended dose or from not ingesting a pure essential oil, okay? There's so many oils on the market nowadays. We all know, right? Scentsy, Bed Bath & Beyond, all these people are pulling oils out of nowhere. And a majority of them, I can tell you with 100% certainty, are not pure, okay? There are over 100 times more lavender produced in the United States, or sold, not produced, sold in the United States than is produced, okay? 100% times more sold than is grown in the United States. Yikes! And even more astonishing, 2% of the oils sold in North America are suitable for medicinal purposes. Most of them are perfume grade. And Young Living makes 98% out of the small 2% of essential oils that are recommended for medicinal purposes. Okay, following me still? On the optimistic side of the recommendations, essential oils can offer some added benefit when ingested, because let's think about the role of the gut. Its main role is the absorption of nutrients, right? That's what it was created to do. Many of the key effects can be unlocked. Many of the key effects of essential oils can be unlocked through the digestive system, okay? This is why education is so important. Ask questions if you come across something concerning, but don't go down a Google rabbit hole. I tell my patients' families this all the time. And I tell them that because there's so much out there that's opinion-based, that is presented as factual. And it's hard for people to tease out the difference, right? So ask the source. Young Living has a phenomenal research team and are up to date with all the clinical research that's going on out there, okay? Ask them. They can address things with facts. Also, you can get on PubMed and Google Scholar and some of the government-funded clinical databases out there to find factual-based articles. Just know, traditional aromatherapy programs do a majority of their research on perfume-grade oils. Okay, there's a difference. What makes an oil perfume grade? Often it's by the way it's distilled, which is often through a chemical process. So view what you're reading in the aromatherapy world through a lot of studies out of Britain through that lens. Young Living does not carry perfume grade oils. I will say this too. There's a shortage of data in clinical studies on topical application and ingestion of essential oils. Aromatherapy has been studied since the 70s. There's a lot of stuff out there on it, a lot of really cool stuff. But currently we do not have any unbiased long-term studies comparing ingestion of an essential oil to the topical use of an essential oil. Okay? We also do not have reliable, unbiased studies showing the long-term effects of ingestion of essential oils on our liver, which is the filtration system of the body. But that's also so true for many things in the Western medicine world. So you have to weigh out the information you are reading accordingly, right? There's also some substantial clinical research being done with essential oils in countries that are way more progressive than the United States. That's a common problem, especially in the Western medicine world. We are behind the times over here. So a lot of these clinical trials are still in progress, but there's a ton of promise to what they're finding. So go look at them. It's really exciting. Also, we do know that outside of long-term organized clinical studies, thousands of people have been ingesting pure essential oils in very small quantities for decades, right? And claim to derive additional health benefits through ingestion without any adverse side effects or evidence of liver damage. So a lot of personal experience out there, right? All this to say, do your research and make a decision for your family based on that research. No one knows your body better than you do, and it's up to you to make an informed decision and to be aware of how something's affecting your body. Everyone's body chemistry is a little different, so only you know what works for you. Many experience adverse reactions to things in our environment, right? We eat things, we place things on our skin, we think, and thankfully most of these adverse reactions are very mild and temporary. Same thing is true for responsible essential oil use. I can eat a cheeseburger without a ton of digestive upset, but many people can't, right? So just think about it like that. And I'm just covering the tip of the iceberg here. I won't drone on and on. So I'd be happy to point you to some research so you can figure it out for yourself. If I went into everything stored in my brain, your eyes would roll back in your head by now. So ultimately, you have to do what's best for your family based on an educated decision. I don't know how many times I've said educated. Does someone want to count? We can make this drinking game or something. So just keep on reading and educating and just having an open mind to things, right? And reading it through a lens of factual-based information. I will say that if you decide against ingesting essential oils, that is okay. Just keep on keeping on with topical application and diffusion. Also, there's no one out there saying that you shouldn't get the toxins out of your home, right? And switch to plant-based cleaning. So I'm just throwing that out there too. So thanks for listening. I'll try and answer any questions on this video that you may have, and peace be with you today. All right? Love you, ladies.